Linux Mint Cinnamon Zara. All right, the beta. This is in VirtualBox, by the way. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to prove to the Linux Mint team and to their themers that you do not need undershoot lines. I've done this video many, many times, but this is going to be with a difference. I've kept all of their themes installed apart from their icon themes. I absolutely hate their icon themes, personally, just for me. And I absolutely hate their themes anyway. I have installed my Sardi Ghost icon theme because it just works. It just works lovely in whatever environment you're in. I've also installed Plank Reloaded. The latest one, I believe it's the latest one anyway, that only came out a few weeks ago. I've got their themes on in. This is their blue aqua. This is what it is from the get-go, okay? I'm going to go on in and I'm going to do every single theme that they've got. I'm going to turn that horrible 4 lines, the undershoot lines, back to transparent again. I'm then going to reboot. Now, of course, I'm not going to spend the whole of the video of me doing it, but I will show you the first line in case someone hasn't seen my other videos, all right, on how to do this. Because for me personally, if you want a good operating system, you need it to look good as well. I think so. But with their themes, their out-of-the-bag themes, they just don't work. The Mint X themes have no undershoot lines in them whatsoever, so I won't have to go through any of them. It's the Mint Y and the Mint Owl themes, which they have light and dark of, which have these horrible undershoot lines in, and I just do not understand why. So I'm going to go on in to Nemo, of course. I know it doesn't look all that at the moment. Look, when I go to like a dark theme, if I go on into here, look, this is, I believe it's Mint Y Aqua they've got going here because the highlight color is blue. All right. Now, that's horrible. Look, these horrible undershoot lines underneath here. And when you scroll up, they got them at the top here as well. Even when you go right on up to the top of the screen. Oh, they're down the bottom now, but it don't matter. But if I bring this up, we're in... there, of course, everything is look, they are just bloody horrible. There's just no need for it, and I'm sorry about that being bright. I will go to a dark theme, okay? That's what I do, and I'll leave the dark theme that I've picked out last, okay? So let's go to themes. I could have just typed it on in, I know. Right, but let's go for a darker theme, okay? We'll go with I don't know, grey. Grey's my favourite colour, and it'll go along with my Sardi Ghost theme because it's mono, meaning no colour to it whatsoever. So we'll have that. We'll have that the same. Mint Y dark as well. All right. So we have nothing but undershoot lines on this as well. I will leave this theme till last, and that'll be the last thing that you see for this part of the video. And then, okay, so let me come off of there from Mo. We're going to go on into themes. Where are we? We want this folder here. We're going to start from the very beginning of the Mint Owl themes. Mint Owl themes are up here. There are Mint X ones as well, which I don't have to touch because they have no undershoot lines in them whatsoever. Oh, I don't get it. I really don't. So let's go Mint Owl, Mint Legacy. We'll go off in here. We're going to go into GTK3. There are 2. Oh, there should be 2 in here. There's only 1. Weird. Let me just open this up as well, because this might be all right. Just see here. Open up. Oh God, that's just way too small. Hang on. Should have sorted this out earlier. I know, but hey, yeah, that's the theme we want. That's fine. Editor, let's come off of there. Let's put I have put my fonts in. I like Monaco regular, and I bring that up to a nice 20 odd. All right, so I can bloody see it. I can see what the hell I'm reading. Look at these undershoot lines. They're terrible. There's no need for them. This day and age, there is no need for them whatsoever. Look at them. They just make your experience, for me, they just make it, because I know they're there. I can see, look how much they show up inside of Z here. There, look at them. That looks absolutely ugly. You don't see that on Windows. You don't see that in... I don't see that in any other Linux at all. There's just no need for them. And you're a top Linux company, if you like, Mint, right? Distro, that people install and what have you. But to me, that is ugly as hell. I hate it. It makes it... You know, you don't want to use them, which is why I always install my Orcus in here. I shouldn't have to do that. I never had to do that in Peppermint. I never had to install another theme. I never had to do that. Never ever did I have to do that, because it was just perfect. Everything was perfect. The theme I loved, everything. The themes in there were just fantastic. Didn't have to tinker around inside of Peppermint, and I shouldn't have to in any other operating system. This is my view. This is my own personal opinion. I don't know if anybody else agrees with me, but that, to me, is absolutely disgusting to have these undershoot lines in 2025 when people have more modern tech now. You don't need it. Anyway, I'm going to find... We're in here, we'll find undershoot. And I bet you it's there. Well, it might not be. Yeah, we are. We are there. Look at that. There it is. And there should be 4 lines all together. So all I've got to do, if you're after doing this, all you got to do is just come on in here, push copy transparent, leave the semicolon there and just highlight the whole of this line all the way up to where it says linear. And then you just paste that on in there like that. Excuse me. Oh, blimey. And we do the same in the next line. We don't have to copy that anymore. We just come along. There's 4 lines altogether. Okay, and we'll just paste that in there. Always make sure that you save afterwards. Okay, and we'll do the same here. 1 more line to go. It's always these 4 bloody lines, and they're in every single theme. Now, when you get into the nitty-gritty of it, this is just Linux Mint, right? The Mint Y. When you get into the nitty-gritty of it, into the actual themes themselves, because there's all different bloody colours on here, and I'm okay, so we've done that. That's fine. Yep. Yep. It's fine. It's okay. It'll be fine. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we've done all 4 of them. Yeah. So we've saved that away. I'm going to save again just to make sure, because I couldn't remember. So that's Mint Owl. That's that one done, I believe. Unless there's somewhere else that I have to go on into. I'm not sure. There's just no need for it, really. There isn't. And like I say, I'm doing this in alphabetical order. So let's go back to themes. Let's go back in there a minute. We'll have a look inside libadwaita. It shouldn't be... there shouldn't be anything like that at all in here. No, there won't be. There won't be anything like that in here. This is another CSS. There won't be anything in there. This is their own thing that they've put on in. We'll be upgrading as well the cache to all of their icon themes, the ones that I've left on in apart from mine. I think this is bad. Whoever's in charge of your theming should get with it, you know. I think so. I'm going to go Mint Owl Aqua now. GTK 3 again, always in here. Usually it's 2 of these that I have to change. I'm just wondering, actually, if I go back, I'm just wondering if there's one in here as well. I've got a feeling there is. Let's just go like that. Undershoot. Underline. Undershoot. No, there isn't then. Why has that gone wiggly-woo like that? I'm not quite sure about that. Right, okay. So, yeah, and there's nothing in there. I'm just making sure, because usually it isn't just one line, 4 lines that you do in one form or another. Okay, we'll come on into here. We'll go like that. We'll open up the text editor. Yeah, this one will be find undershoot again. Now, the great thing about this is that you don't have to, again, copy that transparent. You can just paste that on in, and we do the same here as well. Okay, so it's only 1 line at the moment. I might be wrong on this because I haven't tried it in this new one, but I just don't want them there anymore. I just don't want these undershoot lines. There's no need for them whatsoever. And it shouldn't be down to you, the user, to do it, because Linux Mint team, whoever's in charge of their theming, should have this sorted straight away. I don't know why they're there. I really don't. Unless you're using such old hardware. But then again, I don't remember seeing it when I used Ubuntu 10.4. There was none of these undershoot lines back then. So why are they on here now? Something going on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, we'll save that away. There's that one done. As far as I know, I'm going to go into GTK 2 just in case there's something in there, but there shouldn't be. There shouldn't be anything in there whatsoever. Into the GTK 2 part. So if we come on back into here, let's go on into here. There shouldn't be, no, there's no C. You used to have to, but you don't anymore. You don't have to do that unless you're changing the actual accent color altogether. But in saying that, everything seems to be okay. Right, so I shall see you in a bit once I've gone through every single theme. Okay, see you in a little while. Okie dokie then, as promised, this is now the last theme I have to do. I've gone through every single theme and changed the undershoot lines, apart from this one that I'm using, which is the dark grey. Okay, let's take a look-see. Let's just do this, and then we paste in there. On here you have two forms to do. You have the GTK Dark CSS as well as the GTK.CSS. So I've opened them both up in here. All right. So now we've got to do all 8 lines all together. And it's the same in the Mint Y normal coloured themes as well as the Mint Owls. But the Mint X, I will show you in a minute, has no undershoot in there at all. So why on earth would you in these? This is my argument. Why on earth would you have them in these anyway? So let's just save that away. Let's go on over to this one. All I've got to do is just push that and we're in. Okay, and then we come on over to here and we paste in there. It's a nice looking theme when it hasn't got those undershoot lines on it. The Mint Y Legacy ones are horrible. I don't like them at all. But this one looks really nice. It's got a hint of blue in it, and it was to go along with the Adwaita theme, so that when you're using Adwaita themes or using GTK stuff from Adwaita, because that is the main thing on a Linux system that opens up different apps and what have you, and especially on a GNOME based, or even in GNOME anyway, GNOME based or GNOME OS. Yeah, it's Adwaita or whatever, the Adwaita or however you want to pronounce it. So we'll just save that away. Now here would be the crux of the thingy. What I'm going to do here is just go Control, Alt and Escape, and it should all come on back. And when I open up this on in here, we have no undershoot lines whatsoever. There we go. I have restarted this bloody thing. Now then, there you go. No undershoot lines. So what is about the undershoot lines that piss me off so much? It's the fact that they're there. They make it look really ugly. But there's nothing wrong with listing here, is there? Look, I can right click and list. The only time it might play up is if you change your size of your font or the DPI, dots per inch, of your OS, all right, of what you're looking at. I absolutely hate these undershoot lines. There is no need for them. I will also show you while I'm here. I will show you Mint X. Okay, we'll go down to Mint X. We'll go pick out whatever bloody colour here, all right? I've got Mint X brown here. We're going to GTK 3. There are 2 of these to open on up with a text editor. I will go Control and F, and I will go and try to find undershoot. Okay, there is no undershoot lines or script in there whatsoever. So why on earth have they, look, and proof can be in the pudding. I will even go to that. Okay, it's going to be ultra bloody white but with a hint of grey on it. All right, so I'm going to go on down to here We're going to go Mint X. That's what we're trying to find here. Where are we? Mint X would be down the bottom here, you would think. Or would it be up here? Mint X Grey. Okay, I'm going to go for Mint X Grey. All right, we'll go with that. We'll also go... That's not too bad, is it? It's not too bad at all. We'll also go in there and we'll go Mint X again. Mint X Grey. Where the hell is it? Mint X Grey. Mint L Grey. Mint X Grey, please. There we go. And look, there are no undershoot lines in there whatsoever. So when I open up this, look, there's no undershoot lines whatsoever that had been added to this. So is that X server? What is that thing meant for? Well, why bother with undershoot lines in your themes anyway if you haven't got them in the Mint X? Why not have the same style there, apart from there be darker themes or different accent colours? Unbelievable. Anyway, I'm going to go back to, let's go with a nice grey, shall we? And we'll go with a nice grey there. Yeah, and it works absolutely lovely. I love the fact that it isn't too horrible on top of this, because when you go into something Mint Legacy Dark Grey, okay, if you go into that, it's horrible because it really does highlight your button in your menu. So if we go Mint Owl Dark Grey, and then we go Mint Owl Dark Grey again with that, you watch this, it's horrible. Look at that, that's horrible. That's, not nice. It's all been highlighted, it's nasty. But with that other one, it's really nice. And that's what I would like to use, you see, out of the bag. But I can't. I cannot use it out of the bag because I have to tinker around with it. Shouldn't have to tinker around with themes, especially this far on in, as a user myself, in order to get a theme to look proper or how it should be. This is a nice theme. This is really nice. I like it. I like the accent on there. It's not too in your face when you highlight on your menu there, or when these are highlighted. Absolutely brilliant. Okay, so, but it's fine. So there you go. That is why I don't like, I mean, I can pick out whatever theme now. Whatever theme I want, it will work. So, in a minute, you'll see me with it fully set on up to how I like it. Although, I would actually use this theme. I don't know why it's wibbly wobbling. I don't know if it's something to do with VirtualBox, or it could be because it's still in beta stage. I don't know. I don't remember doing this on real hardware, but that was a bit of a nightmare. If you didn't hear, I did install it, but it overwrote my main drive on the grub part of it, and I wasn't very happy at all. Anyway, so yeah, in the next part, not the next part actually, no, I won't bother showing you. Another day I will show you, I think I've shown you anyway before, with because I want to install this. I want to install this and have it full time on in. So what I'm gonna have to do is save what I've done with all of those themes and bring them on over, because as it is, how they're distributing it now with those stupid undershoot lines, for me it's not right. It's not right at all. And the theme, whoever is doing the themes, whoever's doing the dark things and Y themes and all of that, they need to go back and look at, because there was absolutely nothing wrong. Look, the proof will be in the pudding. Before I go, because I'm in a bit of a rush today, we'll go font selection. Okay, we'll go into font selection. I have Roboto, so I'm going to go with Roboto on here. Regular, okay, and I have that up to 12, say, all right, just to bring it up a bit, all right, we'll do that, okay, that's lovely. It brings it on up to 12. There's absolutely nothing wrong with listing, and this is without undershoot lines, and the same goes in here as well. It seems to be okay. I've now brought it up to 12. Okay, text scaling I could even bring on up if I really wanted to. Okay, text scaling factor will just, yeah, well, we could bring that up to 1.1 if we really wanted to. And look, there's a little bit of a problem there, but just keep right clicking on your desktop and it will eventually get used to it. And there you go, you can right click all over the bloody place and everything is tickety boo. And I can read that. And the same goes in here. I can read that inside of here now. And it looks pretty darn flipping good. Desktop font. Yeah, we'll have Roboto again. Roboto regular. And again, we'll have that up to 12. Okay? Yeah, brilliant. Document font, I usually have Monaco. Monospace font. Well, monospace. Why not Roboto again? Roboto regular. Mono regular. And we'll have that up to 12 as well. There we go. My window one, I usually have defunct. So let's have defunct. There we go. Defunct. These are ones that I have put in myself. There we are. Excellent. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. It goes all right. Everything's tickety-boo. Hinting slight. Really? Why not have it full? Eh? Why not have it full? Look, I can still right-click and listing is fine. If you do change the size of your font, then yes, listing will become a problem when you right-click. But it shouldn't have to have anything to... It will get used to it. This is what I'm saying. It will get used to the size of your font. All right? I have it bigger because I'm going blind. All right? No matter how close I am to this, I am going absolutely blind at the moment. So I need bigger fonts. It's because I'm in front of a fucking screen all day. And no doubt other people who work in IT having to wear glasses as well because they're in front of a screen all day. And as you get older, yeah, I've already had a cataract done, and I'm only 53. I've had laser eye surgery as well to bloody get that back again. But I've still got to wear glasses, for driving and for reading as well. When I'm at this computer screen, I've got reading glasses, which for close-up stuff, right? No good for watching, for looking at a screen, because then I would have to sit right on top of the screen. I would have to cut a hole in my desk to place my arse into, so that I'm right up to the screen, so that I can fucking read it with those reading glasses. Oh dear, I tell you, it's a pain. It really is a pain. So don't get old. That's another thing I'd like to say to you. Don't get old if you can help it. Just don't get old. Yeah, but it's really hard to... Yeah, I know it's really hard to do. Just don't do it. Just don't get old. All right? Old before your time. Don't be sat there looking at a bloody screen all day. The same with your bloody mobile media thingies. Don't be looking at them all day either, because you do your eyes in. You'll give yourself eye strain. Looking at that all day going, oh, look at the pictures of the little kitty cats. Scrolling up and down, you know? Next generation of children will come out with deformed thumbs that are in the shape of scrolling up and down a screen. So there'd be sticky outy thumbs that fit a mobile media phone on in for them to scroll up and down the page. Oh yeah, that'd be the next generation of kids. Not in my lifetime though, I hope, because that would be an absolute bloody nightmare. Anyway, I went off on one then. I do apologise, but there you go. You do not need undershoot lines in your themes. Whoever is doing the theming, I've made this video especially for you to show you, look, you fucking don't need these undershoot lines in your themes. You haven't got them in your Mint X themes, right? If you haven't got them in your Mint X themes, then why the hell have you got them everywhere else? It's taken me over an hour and a half to go on through all of them. Really, it has. Flipping pain. Anyway, that is it from me. Thank you very much for watching. Bye for now.